From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, son.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
Well, I don't expect any more thunderstorms in the forecast anytime soon. There may be some activity showing up on Futurecast, which we'll see here in a second, but otherwise, overall, not very much activity. Near normal highs. In fact, no major heat waves are in the forecast anytime soon. Now, the smoke will continue to be an issue, especially in Siskiyou and Del Norte counties. Otherwise, we don't expect to see much of that smoke to make its way into the valley or even eastward. A little bit of haze here and there, but you can see some of that smoke will try to migrate a little bit southward into Trinity County and northern Del Norte County. Humboldt County, but otherwise looks like a fairly smoke-free, if you will. Just some of that haze, and a little bit of haze looks like off in the eastern mountains as well. Hour by hour for the rest of the day today, temperatures in the mid-90s, low to mid-90s for the valley under mainly sunny skies, so not quite as hot as it has been. Temperatures actually dropping just a tad. Temperatures in the mid-80s, give or take, for the higher elevations, and yes, no thunderstorms are in the forecast. This area of low pressure will keep our temperatures cooler, if you will, at least prevent the heat that is building in from the east from moving on in. Now, it's going to move in, and it's going to warm up a little bit here, but we're not going to see a massive increase in those temperatures. And we take a look at Futurecast and take you through the rest of the day today. And look at that, no showers, no thunderstorms. You can see some activity to the east in Nevada, but nothing for the eastern mountains or anywhere else in Northern California. What's interesting is sometime late tonight, early tomorrow morning, there may be a little bit of activity in northern portions of Lassen and Modoc counties, but otherwise nothing I think to be concerned about. Most likely won't even see any lightning strikes out of it. And then Saturday afternoon looks to be dry, and that'll be the case as we take you into the second half of the weekend as well. Now, the long-range forecast model is going to keep us fairly dry as well. You can kind of see as we look at our Futurecast, taking you through the end of next week. Now, sometime near the end of next week, there may be an area of low pressure that will develop off or move in from the north down off to the west. Sometime, not this upcoming weekend, but a week from this weekend, we could be looking at the potential for some showers and thunderstorms for some of us in the mountains. But until then, I think it'll be dry, and I don't expect any thunderstorms through most, if not all, of next week. And we look at the 10-day trend, and those temperatures not changing much either. The normal high is about 97 for Redding. We will be right around the mid-90s, give or take, over the next 6-7 days, and then a nice little dip in our temperatures by the end of next week into that next weekend with temperatures right around 90, as a matter of fact. So here's what it looks like for today. Temperatures low to mid-90s in the valley, and for the mountains in the mid-80s, give or take. Of course, warmer places like Wairika with a high of about 91 degrees. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook, and you can see dry conditions. Now, we're going to start to see a few clouds come in toward the end of next week, but I don't anticipate any rain at this point for the mountains in particular until maybe as early as next Friday or that next weekend. Otherwise, it should remain dry. And of course, your 7-day outlook for the valley, we're looking at those temperatures somewhere in the mid-90s here for the next couple of days. A slight increase for Sunday, Monday. But again, we take a look at the average for the next 7 days, mid-90s, give or take.